The thing to watch just in the next week is not someone who's going to fold, but Ivanka Trump testifying against her husband, against her father, compelled by the court. And basically, it's the old legal adage, those families who commit crime together testify together.
These slanted libs talking about Ivanka Trump now testifying in the case with her husband, father. He was a little confused on the exact relation here. But Ivanka Trump is now going to be testifying since she was a big part of the Trump organization as they go through these proceedings, one of the 91 that he has to deal with. Let's go to some of the details of this and how upset Trump is over it. Now, this was originally scheduled to proceed. She was originally scheduled to precede her father on the witness stand. And Ivanka Trump will now follow him as the final witness called by James's lawyers. That's Letitia James's lawyers. Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump are scheduled to testify on Wednesday and Thursday. Donald Trump is expected on the witness stand November 6th. So this is about her role in the Trump organization. And we've been seeing all these different folks. We even saw some of the right-hand men talking about the way he inflated assets, decreased certain things to get the benefit. This is her role in it. She left her job as the Trump Organization executive vice president in January of 2017. And during her years at the organization, she was involved in negotiating and securing financing for various properties, including a lease and a loan for a Washington hotel and loans for a Doral, Florida golf resort and a hotel and condo skyscraper in Chicago. It's according to those court filings. And this is where her sketchy behavior is interesting for the prosecutors. In court papers that included emails and other documents, state lawyers said that the Trump Organization and its staff also have bought insurance for Ivanka Trump and her businesses, managed her household staff and credit card bills, rented her apartment, and paid her legal fees. All the benefit of being, I guess, a big part and head of this organization. And she isn't facing any penalties on this, by the way. She's just there to then testify about what she knew and what she was involved with there. So she's off the hook, and they've agreed to go ahead and let that happen. And mostly because of how old these claims are against her. But dad or husband, according to that first guy there, wasn't very happy about it. Really fast, Woz, let me read Donald Trump's disconnected response to this. It says, my daughter, Ivanka, was released from this fake Letitia James case by the Court of Appeals. But this Trump-hating, unhinged judge who ruled me guilty before this witch hunt trial even started couldn't care less about the fact that he was overturned. I also won on appeal on statute of limitations, but he refuses to accept their decision. I truly believe this is crazy, but certainly, at a minimum, crazed in his hatred of me. This case should never have started and now must be dismissed. Final statements were low, not high. I think low is low. When something's low, it's also not high. Anyways, had a 100% disclaimer clause. Banks were fully paid on time, on schedule, with never even a minor default. There was no victim except me. Any other judge in the country would have thrown this case out on day one. He's out of his he's out of control nut job who fined me $10,000 over a ridiculous gag order, so that the publicity for the day would take over from the fact that racist James and the judge's star witness admitted lying to Congress on the stand. Case over. Bro, I can't follow. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe it's a little too early in the morning for me. Maybe I stayed up too late. I don't know, but I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Do you, Was?
I mean, I think he's obviously worried. Whenever he's actually worried, this is what he does. He sort of lashes out on Truth Social and unleashes all of these truths. And quite honestly, I would be worried too if my daughter was testifying on behalf of the prosecution in a case against me. Just the fact that she's even been compelled to go to court at all shows that he's in a bit of trouble here. And that's why I suspect he's behaving in this manner. But yeah, Jayar, wouldn't you be worried if your daughter was taking the stand against you?
She tends to, I think, tell the truth when she's cornered like this, especially when it comes to legally and on the stand and as they're trying to figure all this whole thing out. So it's probably not one of those instances where you'll see someone say, oh, my loyalty is to Donald Trump and therefore I'm always going to be that way, which I assume she is, but she doesn't say that a lot out loud unless I've missed it. So it doesn't seem like she's the type that would go into I don't know, I guess damaging herself more for her father, even though all the benefits that she's received from it. There are other issues that are happening with him, though. He's got multiple proceedings happening, and he's fighting with everyone involved. In fact, things he getting flipped.